So there were two violations here. The one that was from November when he was here before me and he told me he was doing well, but then he tested after that hearing, at which time he was positive for alcohol again. And the second violations, he has not planned on those.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you for clarifying that. The report indicated he was here for sentencing and 2 VOP, so I believe that he had already repled. However, Mr. Yap does come to be prepared to plead to those violations today.
So you understand you have a right to have a hearing on these violations. The violation is that you tested positive in violation of the conditions of your probation. The tests that we're looking at for this particular violation are January 5th, January 7th, and January 8th. Do you understand that, sir?
I do understand that, Your Honor.
And you're going to waive your right to have a hearing on those?
I had a conversation with with my breathalyzer gentleman. I believe his name is Keith, and we spoke at length about it. And then he was going to email Ms. Straub his recommendations or his findings to her. And then, I asked, could this be potential for a warrant issue? And he gave me some advice, and later on discovered a warrant was issued, and I turned myself in that Tuesday.
Mr. Lebo, do you know if your client wants a hearing, or is he going to admit to the violations?
Your Honor, we did have a break room with Mr. Yap, and he did tell me that he does intend to admit to the violations. Is that correct, Mr. Yap?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Mr. Yap, when we were in the breakout room, you had said you want to admit to the violation of probation. Is that still correct?
Yes.
Sir, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You may lower your hand. Is it true that you tested positive on January 5th, 7th, and 8th for alcohol, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Are you satisfied, Ms. Mc?
It's my case, Your Honor. Satisfied. Thank you.
Mr. Lebo?
Likewise, Your Honor.
Now we can get to the sentencing part of this.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Yap has told me that he has been struggling with being on probation. He does hope that if he is able to participate in outpatient treatment, that may enable him to get a handle on his alcohol issue. He is very concerned with being able to maintain his job, although he certainly does recognize that this repeated drinking is a very serious issue.
Mr. Barnett?
Your Honor, I'll leave it in your discretion. Obviously, it has been a struggle for him. He started out well and then has recently not done well and needs more than what he's had so far. So I would leave it in your discretion.
Thank you. Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Yap, and I'll tell your attorney. I mean, you keep talking about outpatient here, but I'm not looking at outpatient. You need to be in a intensive inpatient program.
Would I have the opportunity, sorry, Your Honor, would I have the opportunity to choose the inpatient that I would feel would best suit me?
What the recommendation is 10 days Washtenaw County Jail credit for the 10 days served. And that you can enter into the inpatient within 1 week. So you'll have 1 week to choose.
Okay. And would that be like, what if there's a waiting list for the inpatient?
Then I guess you better get into the quickest one possible, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I was really hoping to keep my job. It's like like I mentioned, the weather and stuff is a struggle for me. and just, yeah.
So if you're in custody, you won't be keeping your job.
Yeah, I'm on good standings with my job. I do have you know, I was up for a promotion and a raise, you know, and,
I don't think you're hearing me. Do you want an opportunity for inpatient or do you just want to do the jail time?
what would I be looking at jail time, Your Honor?
The max on this particular sentence is says 93 days.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And I think you got 10 days credit, so you're looking at 83 days.
And what would be the stipulation of the inpatient? It's my understanding that you would have me stay here for up to 10 days, credited the previous 6 days that I've been here, and then a 1 week to find inpatient. And then what is your plan after that with completion of intensive inpatient?
Sure, you'd be back on your probation.
Okay.
And it would be 10 days credit for 10 days served. So you'd be released today for you to have the 1 week.
So are you wanting to say which one I would prefer? I'm a little bit confused.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting to hear which one you want to do.
And the probation, I just noticed it was prolonged or extended until July. I will do the outpatient or I'll do the rehabilitation center. You know, my only concern with, I'm sorry.
The inpatient treatment, sir?
I would rather keep my job, but you know,
So we're not up for negotiation about that anymore. We're past that stage.
Sure. What was I going to say? My only concern with the inpatient is just being able to find placement within a week. That's my only concern with that, man. Your Honor. But I'll do that. I'll do the inpatient.
The sentence of the court, did you spend 10 days in the Washtenaw County Jail? Credit 10 days served. Entered into inpatient treatment within 1 week. Sign a release of information for the probation agent and follow all recommendations of the treatment provider. You'll have a scram tether prior to release from the Washtenaw County Jail. Any missed downloads will result in a formal violation of probation. Okay. And then I'll schedule you to come back before me. On February 6th, 2024 at 10 to see where you are with things. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
So the same day he was in court, he had a positive ETG test.
Yes, he did tell me about that. But he did, his first test was positive from court. Since then, it's been negative.
Mm-hmm. All right, sir, let me arraign you on your new violation. The violation alleges that on December the 20th, 2023, you tested positive for alcohol in violation of the no alcohol conditions of your probation. You're entitled to have a hearing on that, at which time, if it is found that you did violate, sir, at this point, it looks like you're going to be doing some jail time. So, do you need time to talk to your client about what he wants to do, Ms. White?
No, Mr. Cromwell, you do wish to admit to testing positive on the 20th, correct?
Correct, and my second test was negative. I have been going to my classes and, excuse me, as far as the the meetings, and I'm just trying to add another one on for the week to try to give me the support that I need.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you just provided and are about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, thank you. You may lower your hand. Sir, you tested positive on December 20th?
Correct.
You were in court that day.
Yes, I had to. I had 24 hours to test.
I know that.
Correct. I didn't go out and drink before I went to test. It was from, I think, like that Sunday. I just, unfortunately, I did a year of sobriety and didn't celebrate it the right way. I don't take this probationary period as a joke. I've had, my ups and downs, but not making excuses for, the positive testing. Like I said, I have a sponsor, and I've been in communication with that person. And just, it's not an ongoing problem. But it just continues to, it seems like, around that time, around the holidays, I have the issue with that. And fortunately, I've been, I got moved and got stable housing. And so I'm just trying to, stay in the group and just continue to, test negative and continue to continue on the right path. It's been a little rough these last couple months, but say I'm on the up and up and just trying to stay according to my probationary guidelines.
Mr. Barnett, is there something you would like to say?
I'll leave it in your discretion. It certainly has been a struggle. He's doing some of the right things, but is obviously not compliant and having some struggles with this. So I support the recommendation.
Thank you. Hold on 1 second, please. Mr. Cromwell, is there anything else you would like to say before sentencing, sir?
No, ma'am. Just like I said, I understand the violation of the probation as far as the ETG testing, and there was that span of time where I wasn't testing, and like I said, the last couple of months, it's been kind of rough. But like I said, I was just more concerned about the stable housing, but just trying to, like I said, stay on the straight and narrow and continue my probation in a positive way. That's the last thing. I can't, I can't keep going back and forth between the alcohol and, doing right. I just have to, like I said, sponsors helping out a lot and just trying to keep on the straight and narrow,
The last time you were here on December 20th, you told me you had a sponsor, but at the same time, you had been drinking.
Well, that was from that prior, I believe it was that prior Sunday for my year of sobriety. And I haven't had a drink since then. And I have to, like I said, stay on top of my tests and continue to test negative. And like I said, it's not a problem for me to, make the phone call if I feel the need that, it was like alcohol was not really solving my problems. It's just making my problems worse. And I've come to understand that, but, it's just like I said, it was just, hard the last couple months, but I am trying and making a positive attempt to stay on the straight and narrow.
Sir, the last time you were here, I was willing to give you an opportunity and see if you would do what you needed to do. Immediately, you tested positive for alcohol. I'm not sure what that's from. You're telling me it's from, you're celebrating that you had 1 year clean. That is very, very concerning for me. It is the sentence of this court that you serve 5 days in the Washtenaw County Jail to begin immediately. You to complete another level of care assessment within 1 week of being released from custody, sir. You assign a release of information for your probation officer immediately, and you need to come into complete compliance with all of your conditions. I'm going to do a review in this case in 30 days to see if you've actually gotten that assessment done, actually.
The assessment, do I have to go to community corrections?
You can do that through Access.
I don't know what that is.
Ms. White, do you have the information and contact information for Access to give to your client?
I don't, but I'm sure I can get it.
Okay, well, Ms. Johnson, are you present?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Do you have the phone number for Access?
I do.
Out, if you could give that to him, please.
I can write it down and bring it out to him so he has it.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.